Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise and today I'm going to try and answer some questions for Melissa. Hey Melissa, big hugs to you and Marie. So I am not sure if I can answer the last question, but anyway, let me read these out. She wants to know if Putin has been keeping the GQP alive for the last 20 years. Good, valid question there. Also, did Putin put any of the GQP leadership in office in the first place? Well, another good question. But this last one I'm not sure if I can answer, but we'll see. Do we have loyal Russians in our government? So they would be, I suppose, confidential informants, I'm guessing? I don't know. Did you guys ever see that old show years ago, The Americans? They weren't loyal. Not at all. So, but anyway, let's, not sure yet which, probably when I start looking at cards, I'll decide which system to use. I might have to use all three. But anyway, let's get this going. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I'm using the maybe Lenormand by Ryan Edward, and I decided to not have such a demand on the timing because Melissa's excellent question is, has Putin been keeping the GQP alive for the last 20 years? Well, let's say the last 5 years or 10 years or 15 or, or 50. Who knows? Let me just take the time frame off and say anywhere in the past. And if it's a great amount of time, I'm going to trust the cards to show me that. And then also if Putin put any of the, GOP leadership, well, yeah, the way that money influences. Okay, and then also, do we have any loyal Russians in our government? I'm going to try and do it all within one spread. Let's see if we can figure that out. If not, I'll just, if I can't figure out it's the do we have loyal Russians in our government question. That's, I might just have to answer at the end with a yes or no spread. So we'll see. Let's just let my guides come through and draw me to the right cards to answer all these questions. And I have to focus in on the little guy. But also the Russian oligarchs. Of course, everybody works under Putin. But it could be that he doesn't directly fund something and it comes from Russian oligarchs under his instruction. And if that's the case, I want that to also show. Okay, 21 cards. Okay. So bear with me. I'll try to remember to timestamp this. Ooh, there's money already. Oh wait, let's see. Yeah, I don't have to worry about scrunching things in. Oh, and there's the money. Okay. Actually, probably shouldn't have them up too high. Okay, now I can do the next 3 rows really easily. And there's 45. He's come through. Of course, if the man comes through, it'll be Putin himself if the man card comes through. But, you know, we're asking about him anyway, so. But anyway, so it's kind of a mini, you know, grand tableau. Not even really, but first few cards here say there's been some watching about the money and the details of money and into the commitment to 45. You know, someone's been observing the money flow, the flow of abundance with great detail and commitment into 45. That's been going on for a very, very long time. That money flow has been going on for a very, very long time, and is at the roots of, you know, Trump and the GQP. Wow. So it's good to know that. Well, now hold on. I have to look at. I was going to say it's good to know that our government is watching, but you know, because I always have to go back to the question, and the question is all about Putin. So I have to really say, actually, that Putin's been watching how to get money, and probably little bits at a time, you know, into this ring, this toxic like crime syndicate that Donald John Trump has been his absolute Putin, what do you call, puppet in order to do that. And Trump himself, it's right here, Trump himself seduced with money and, you know, you know, this used to be my COVID spreading card when he used to do his rallies. But anyway, so there could be something there connected with the rallies. Trump could have been seducing other GOP members to follow him, go in his footsteps, because look how successful I am at my rallies, blah, blah, blah. But this can bring in something Trump did that seduced them in, and then they're compromised. So let me look at the 4 corners real quick. So we've got a lot of watching transactions that Putin did, of the money flow and how to get the money in, of course, and keep fanning that flame, keep nurturing that, keep a close eye on it. And these are the 2 money cards in the deck right here. In the traditional, just without the extended, you know, using an extended deck like this one, this would be the only money card. But in this deck, we've got the payout and the assets, and it's all, you know, it's facing, because I read directionally, it's facing the roots of the GOP. Roots, and then this knight's over here. This in the context of this question, this would be the, you know, the Republican House, Republican Congress, Republican representative senators, and yeah, the reps and the senators of Republican Congress. And so the money flow, yes, the widespread worldwide crime ring. I'm going to read this around here, this diamond here. Actually, I'll read this whole 9, but let's start here. GOP, the commitment to the GOP from 45, and the commitment to Putin from 45 to seduce as many GOP members as he can, get them in cahoots and in partnership. And this is a worldwide crime ring right here. Toxic, thieving crime ring that Donald John Trump has been very loyal to. My goodness, these cards this could not spell out any more clearly transnational crime syndicate of money laundering and sex trafficking, you know, hit jobs if needed, anything. And Trump's been very loyal to, and the GOP members that are compromised have been very loyal to, because they're getting money. They're getting so much money. In this deck, another money card actually, but it's more like this would be the partying of, because there's so much money and so much wealth. This would be the partying. This card, I think, is called Revelry or something like that. So it's like merriment and partying. But you know, that takes wealth. Usually. So this 9-card spread here, or box here, spells it all out. This is at the heart of the matter. Whether or not we have any loyal Russians in our government, they would have to be confidential informants, and that certainly would be these 2 cards. So this could be confidential informants that party with all these negative guys, and then they do get the information out. Yeah, I guess so. Wow. Good question, Melissa. So now let's go back here and read a little more like a timeline, and I can do some knighting as well. So with this timeline here, of course, Putin's been watching and waiting for a chance to, you know, bite and get what he wants. And that's been his goal for a very long time, I think. This has just been his MO. And then what we have is this, you know, this money target that has been very successful, but also will be revealed. Because these idiots in the GQP, are just not really smart, you know, because you guys, we always have to remember that evil, anything that, I don't look at evil as being, well, evil to me is like twisted up life force. It's the opposite. Evil, literally, if you spell the word backwards, it's the opposite of live. So they're not headed towards anything that has to do with anything that supports life, because they're trying to just hoard everything for themselves. And all that's going to be revealed. And the thing that I just want to tell you guys is just to know, if you haven't heard me say it before, I want to remind you that evil is stupid. Very stupid. It's full of blind spots. And so the success, I wouldn't say that it's going to last, because these cards up here have more weight on everything down here, so there's much more control over all of this down here. And so the money will be seen and revealed. And I love that we do have confidential informants. Of course we would. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. Again, thanks so much, Lissa. Awesome question. So yeah. Okay, so the pig knights down here to the fox. So this is money that has been, you know, received by ill-gotten gains, or it's ill-gotten gains type of money, is a better way to say it. It's assassins, it's manipulations, it's lies, it's entrapment even. You know, because if you're going to go on a road trip and you want to ask how's the trip going to go, and you get this card, watch for speed traps. That's what this card can be about. So, but anyway, it's like very cunning and it's fraudulent. Something's wrong. absolutely something's wrong. And so this is this money flow that's wrong because it's come in through this worldwide, you know, transnational crime ring. Organized crime, you know, we're talking like down the line RICO charges if it could ever come through for these people. So, okay, so anyway, betrayal. They're watching, Putin's been watching for how to get through and betray anybody in trap. We've got the knighting here too, to cause entrapment for any of these GOP members. How to seduce them, how to trick them, you know, so basically get them on camera, you know, invite them to Russia, get them to party with you, get them on camera, or get them recorded, or get them recorded in any way, words or video, audio or video, and there you go. Then the whole thing's set up to get what you want out of them, to milk the money out of them, because they don't have any choice. You know, the money's somehow or another. Now that's another way they do it. Oh my goodness, I always forget about this. Another way they do it is they, on a very tricky, hidden level, manipulative level, you know, they have their targets, they have their assets, or they're trying to make new assets always. And the more assets they get, then the more damage they can do, because, you know, in the realm of evil, it's always about the numbers. So, but anyway, they pay them money, they get money into their, you know, domestically on the land, they pay money to get them into positions. So it's campaign donations, and it could be a lot of little small campaign donations that's not easily seen, because, you know, little bits of stealing, little bits of taking away somebody's soul. Knights down here to the Sun card, so being very successful at it, right? And, you know, like just sneak in and steal one chicken, and that chicken is, you know, a GOP person, and it's because they funded his campaign and he didn't know, and then turns around, because that's the way these super PACs work as well. It's hidden. But then they can come back and, you know, imagine a Russian oligarch or Putin himself, or any, you know, some Russian literal crime syndicate here, that 45 has been involved with for years, born into it literally, or born into the mob, and then definitely tied in with Russian mob by the 80s. So money comes through, or comes from, right? Watching who to compromise, and how to just keep nurturing that, you know, bank account with little bits of money here and there, and then someday tell them, you know what, we're the ones that funded your campaign, and now you're beholden to us. And this is how they do it. And there are many branches and, you know, organizations. This is a card of organization. I mean, literally right here, this is like watching the money flow that's been stolen off the backs of, you know, sex trafficking and human trafficking. And it's just awful, awful, awful what they have done to these people. But Trump's all, you know, there's the commitment to Trump to just keep feeding this organization, and then of course he gets paid back again. And he just seduces more. The money is the seduction for a lot of them to get in bed with, you know, the movement of, this is a card of commerce, the movement of commerce, the money commerce from Putin and his oligarchs right into the foundation of the Republican Party. Wow. So, you know, I'm not seeing this spread actually as a past, present, future. I'm seeing it as the whole thing has been the past and how they've done it. I can't read it as like moving forward in time because we've got the past way out here. So yeah, I would say that Putin did put many of the GQP leadership in office in the first place, and that's because right here, there's the support, there's the help. Here's all the money support, the movement of money, literally, to get them in, to get their campaigns funded and get them into place. The money right here that was hidden, and it's all fed through money laundering. It's all fed through money laundering. Wow. Okay, but yes, we do have loyal Russians in our government. So that's good to see. I think let's do something different here. Let me make some space, and I'll just use my little, I have this little yes/no deck that I use. Where basically what I did, I'll show you. Here's the full deck. But all these cards are neutral, so they're not a yes or a no, they're a maybe. Well, if you're asking yes or no, who needs that, right? So these are the yes/no cards. So do we have confidential informant, Russian confidential informants in our government? You know, CIA, right? NSA, FBI even maybe. Do we have confidential informants working on our behalf? I don't know if they have to be Russian or not, but they definitely would have to know the language and be easily faked as being, yes, this is a yes/no, yes card, absolutely. They would have to be able to be passed for Russian very easily. But, you know, of course, all that can happen. That's... People can learn Russian and look like they're Russian, so there's that. So yes, Lisa, good question there. Okay, I'm gonna get this uploaded. Thanks, you guys. Take care. Bye.